Hey, it's Johnny from Talking Personality, and today I'll be answering the question, WTF is feeling? I want to talk about this one because it's so massively misunderstood in the type community, it just feels wrong not to bring it up. I'm looking at feeling from a Jungian perspective, and from a Jungian perspective, feeling is your likes and dislikes. It really is that simple. For a more dragged out understanding, a feeling is the subjective evaluation of the worth of something or someone. When we decide how much we like or dislike someone, we're evaluating them with the feeling process. Feeling is a rational function, which means in Jungian terms that it's a function that is within the realm of reason. Just to explain this a little, the realm of reason are things that we can think up. Essentially, outside the realm of reason are things that we cannot think up. These are the things that are just there, objective facts. For example, the moon in the sky is an observation that is outside the realm of reason. We don't logic the moon there, we don't just think it up, we don't decide that it's there. It's just there and it exists outside of our own reasoning. Sensing and intuition fall under the irrational umbrella, as they're the functions that are geared towards observing things that are just there, beyond the realm of reason, insights, hunches, things we see or hear ourselves, that sort of thing. Back to feeling though. With feeling being about likes and dislikes and it being a rational function, this combination makes feeling about how much we ourselves like or dislike something, according to our own reasoning or our own decisions, our own thinking even. This is then split into two different attitudes, introverted and extroverted, like all of the functions are. The introverted attitude affects the feeling function by way of placing a priority on how much we ourselves personally like or dislike something, how much we ourselves subjectively evaluate the worth of something or someone. Introversion is selfish in the most literal sense. It's a self before others attitude. So it should be easy to understand how a combination of introversion and feeling would work. The extroverted attitude affects the feeling function by way of placing a priority on how much the wider collective or the group or the tribe, if we're using objective personality terminology, subjectively evaluates something. I understand that sounds a little weird, and it is semantics, but I really want to share my thoughts on this part. I think even in the extroverted attitude, feeling is subjective. Extroverted feeling is looking to see what the general consensus is regarding how much something or someone is liked or disliked. This general consensus is the end result of the subjective evaluations of multiple people. Therefore, extroverted feeling is looking at subjective evaluations of worth, subjective likes and dislikes, but on a grander scale, and is looking at what the average of those subjective evaluations are. That's where extroverted feeling's priority is. How is everyone else feeling in a likes and dislikes fashion about something or someone? This means that extroverted feeling is actually, in a way, considering all of the introverted feeling likes and dislikes at the same time when it's looking at this kind of overview. The idea that feeling is no more than likes and dislikes seems to have been missed by a lot of people, mostly the MBTI community, where there's been an attachment of emotions to feeling. Feeling isn't emotions. Emotions are essentially out of our control. In this respect, they'd probably be seen as being outside the realm of reason. We're a victim of our emotions. We don't rationally decide what emotions we would like to feel and then just feel them. This understanding of feeling is different. Feeling from a Jungian perspective is very different to feelings as the term is ordinarily understood. In knowing this, it's hard to take those online MBTI style quizzes, etc. seriously, because now you know that they're basically all written from the perspective of someone that doesn't really understand what feeling is. This means that the author doesn't understand at least 25% of the functions. It's not a heart versus head thing. This is completely incorrect. Feeling versus thinking would be closer to a head versus head. They're both rational and deliberate thought processes. I'm a musician, so excuse the completely biased example here, but we can understand feeling really easily with this. Pick your favorite band. You like that band, right? It's introverted feeling. Pick a band you don't like. Obviously, you don't like that band. Also introverted feeling. Now think about the band that you do like. Are they liked by lots of other people? Are they a smaller band that not many people know about? Are they popular, I guess, is one way of putting this. Whether they're actually popular or not, it doesn't matter. What the point here is that even considering those questions is entirely the realm of extroverted feeling. Looking at what other people like or dislike is the extroverted part. It doesn't have to be about anything material either. It doesn't have to be a band or food or clothes. It can be about things that aren't material as well, such as opinions on things, etc., politics, climate change, the weather, literally anything. Looking at the likes and dislikes of anything on a wider scale than just your own likes and dislikes is extroverted feeling. I hope this relatively shorter video gave you a little insight into feeling from my perspective anyway. I think the wider community misunderstands feeling pretty drastically because it gets associated with emotions, which isn't what feeling is here from a Jungian perspective. Before I go, I do personal typings. Shoot me an email at talkingpersonality@outlook.com for more on that. Thanks for watching.